Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this video for the full moon in Aries. So for those of you who are new, hello and welcome in. It's great to have you here. If you want to learn more about how to get the most out of these readings, the kind of energies I call in, the kinds of ways that I encourage you to engage with this material and your spiritual support team that we work with to get guidance for these phases and to learn more about ourselves, you can check out my tutorial video on how to get the most out of these videos. It's like a welcome video. It covers the things that I say over and over again and gets you caught up to speed with how to get the most out of what I'm offering. It's totally not necessary, but it is an option available to you if that feels good and aligned. So to those who are not new, hello and welcome back in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate having you here. It is really fun to be able to offer this service as I'm learning more and diving deeper into this amazing modality of astrology, and the combination of it with the cards is just really super fun. And so I've been enjoying the guidance that's coming through and benefiting from it. And I know you guys have been commenting that you have as well. And it really means a lot to me. So just taking this moment, as I do every video, to connect with you and to let you know how much I appreciate you being here and how much of an honor it is to be able to be of service to you in this way. So let's talk about full moon energy. The cycle of a full moon is always going to give us the opportunity to celebrate. It's this pinnacle moment where all of the energy of a certain archetype is being celebrated, honored. It's at the fullest of its potential. So every time there's a full moon, it's always going to be in the opposite sign of where the sun is in. So each sign of the zodiac has an opposite. And the opposite of Libra, which is the solar season we're in, if you haven't watched my solar season Libra readings, which gives you more information about the Libra archetype and clues you in to where this energy shows up in your life, and of course gives you guidance to how to navigate this solar season, check those out. So the opposite of Libra is the energy of Aries. So the moon was new in Aries 6 months ago. And that's going to become more relevant. The 6-month period between phases, new and full, is going to be relevant next month because we have an eclipse. And eclipse energies typically last those entire 6 months, whereas the energy of the traditional moon cycles only lasts for about 28 days. So you'll see here that we're having this full moon in Aries, which is the opposite of Libra, on October 9th, and it's going to be happening at 16:55 Eastern time. And our energies here are going to be relevant until November 8th, which is when the full moon in Taurus happens, and that will be an eclipse. So that will be really referencing the last 6 months. But the full moon energy here, let's get back to that, is a celebration. The archetype of Aries is the energy of the beginning of the zodiac. It's this spark vibration. It's what gets everything into motion, into action. And it's the energy of passion. So we are going to be diving into where emotionally in your life there is a celebration of passion, and where energetically in your life, like where specifically is that celebration happening in your life. So how does it relate to the emotions, this celebration of passion, and where does it relate to you? So the two things that you're going to be watching for in these readings, you're going to be watching for 2 different alignments. Don't worry if you're not on the right video right now. I'm going to tell you how to find which videos to watch, and then you can navigate to the right video when it's time, when you're done watching this introduction. It's the same for everybody, okay? So the first reading that you're going to want to tune into is the advice for where the moon was when you were born. So you are going to need your birth chart. So on your birth chart, you're going to be looking for this symbol, and you're going to be looking for the astrological sign, the zodiac sign, that this symbol is in. If you do not know how to access your birth information, how to read a birth chart, I created a tutorial video to help navigate you through that system. You can go ahead and watch that tutorial video. Ask me questions at the end if you do not understand enough to guide yourself to the right videos, and I will be happy to explain. So you're going to want to know where the moon was when you were born, and you're going to want to watch the advice that's relevant for where the moon was when you were born. The other alignment you're going to watch for is where this full moon is happening in your life. To know where this full moon is happening in your life, you're going to look for 16 degrees, 33 minutes of Aries, and you're going to find which house that occurs for you. And then you'll watch that relevant advice. Again, if you don't understand what that means, that tutorial video will cover how to find out which house this is in for you. Now, I've created a new tutorial video to show you how to use the whole house system. I love the whole house system. I think it's very easy to explain, especially for people who are very new to astrology, and it makes it a lot easier to understand. So essentially, if you already know your rising sign, if you're using the whole house system, you can find out which house Aries is in by going through the zodiac from your ascending sign all the way until you find Aries. So my ascending sign is Virgo. Okay, so that would be the first house. The next sign in the zodiac is Libra, second house. Third house would be Scorpio. Fourth would be Sagittarius. Fifth would be Capricorn. Sixth would be Aquarius. Seventh would be Pisces. Eighth would be Aries. Okay, so you have to know the order of the zodiac and you have to know your ascending sign to be able to utilize the whole house system to find out which house this is in for you. You can also utilize any other house system and just watch the advice that's relevant for the house system that you're watching. And if all of that went over your head, watch the tutorial video. It'll explain, okay? I don't want to leave you guys in the dust here, but I have been leaving little breadcrumbs and giving you videos that you can watch and access to help you navigate these understandings, these awarenesses, these readings. So we are going to be getting guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle by Collette Reid. And before we dive into the individual readings, I just want to let you guys know that there's many ways you can support me as I support you, as we support each other. You can join my chakra meditation service. It's on WhatsApp. It's only $14.40 a month. You can sign up at devotedandvulnerable.com/services, which is also where you will find my new chart reading services that I'm going to be offering. I'm very excited to roll out this service, and I'm also very nervous about it. I'm even having trouble talking about it because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally feel ready, and I'm really excited to dive into your chart with you. If you want to learn more about the uniqueness of you, the geometry of you, beyond what I offer in these free readings. And of course, you can always comment on the videos. That helps me with the algorithms and gets me out to more people. And you can always share this with people. And there's always the option to donate if you feel inspired to do that at paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. Link is in the description. Let's get to your individual readings. So this reading is for you if the moon was in Capricorn when you were born, and or if this 16 degrees 55 minutes of Aries is in your 10th house. So if you haven't already, taken a few deep breaths, called in your support team, and opened your heart to receiving the guidance that's most aligned to you at this time, please do that. Pause the video if you need more time. And here's your card. Yeah. You got number 14. You might see that number show up as confirmation of this message, this lunar phase. And you got Epona, wise leadership. Stepping into the world with a sense of surety and positive self-worth is what's called for you now. Epona, the Celtic Roman goddess of leadership and guidance, offers you her wisdom. Know that you have what it takes to heed it. Wow. Okay. You can do anything you place your attention on, and you'll find it easy to accomplish what's needed for your intentions to take form. Whether you are aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failures and losses is modeling the way forward for others. There is a wisdom growing within you. Being true to who you are and placing integrity and humility equal to enthusiasm makes you a wise leader indeed. One the goddess Epona is proud of. So what she's saying here, just to reiterate before we dive into the individual interpretations, what she is saying is that you have what it takes to heed the guidance that you are receiving to move forward and to accomplish your intentions. And anytime you fail, how you respond to that failure is modeling to others how to respond to failure. You are leading people by the way that you are leading yourself right now, especially through failures and through your accomplishments as well. So that is what you are celebrating this lunar phase. Let's see how it relates to the moon. And if you're here for the house alignment, just scroll ahead. Before we get into the interpretation for the moon in Capricorn, we're going to talk a little bit about the moon in Capricorn energy. If you're already familiar with this, scroll ahead to the interpretation part. So the moon represents the emotions, and Capricorn is how your emotions express themselves. So the Capricorn archetype is the energy of the sea goat. It's the energy of being able to climb and pass almost impassable passageways. There's a lot of pass in there. But what it's saying is like, it's the energy of being able to like climb the mountain, even though it's a hard climb that most other people can't climb, right? This is an earth energy. It's a cardinal earth energy, which means it starts a season. It starts a season of winter in the northern hemisphere. So it's initiatory earth. It's earth taking action. So it's like the climbing of the mountain step by step. It's very patient, ambitious, determined, responsible, and resourceful vibration. So we are going to dive into how this relates to this message from Epona. So what I'm feeling is that your emotions, your heart, the way you emotionally express yourself through this achievement energy, other people are watching you. You are a leader. Capricorns are very much the leaders of the zodiac when it comes to going after things, being ambitious, achieving their goals. She is celebrating the way that you have achieved your goals, and she's inviting you into celebrating even deeper your accomplishments and your failures. And to know that as you celebrate your accomplishments and your failures this lunar phase, other people are watching you. They're going to learn from the way that you've taken your failures and turned them into opportunities. They're going to learn from the way that you've celebrated your accomplishments and shared the things that you've gained from these accomplishments with others. Whatever it is that you feel called to do right now, you are aligned. You are being guided step by step to achieve your intentions. She's also saying that too. Celebrate the fact that right now you are totally able to capture the guidance that you need to take the steps that you need to accomplish whatever it is that your goals are. So your support team is also letting you know, hey, we're here. We're guiding you. Every time you tap into us, we're going to give you the next step. And even if it looks like a failure, it's really an accomplishment. And other people are watching you and learning from how you're responding to this, how you're reacting to it. So this is what you're celebrating this lunar phase, especially when it comes to your emotions. Your emotions are guiding people right now, especially as you focus on your intentions and you take steps towards those, especially the intentions of your heart. Yes? So go ahead and watch the house alignment. It's going to tell you where in your life this achievement energy, this leadership energy is really being focused, because this is where the full moon is happening for you in your chart. And if you have any questions or comments, or this is resonating, please let me know. As always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste. So this 16 degrees, 33 minutes of Aries occurs in your 10th house. Let's talk about what the 10th house is. If you already are familiar with the 10th house energy, scroll ahead to the interpretation. So the 10th house is the area of our lives that represents our ambitions, represents the steps we take toward in career, in society, when it comes to our reputation, when it comes to our influence, and when it comes to our power as we exert it in the outer world. So Epona is telling you, you are a leader. You are an example right now. You are being supported in this area of your life when it comes to your ambitions, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your intentions, when it comes to your power, your influence. You are being very influential right now. And Epona's letting you know, your support team's also letting you know through Epona that they are here for you, that the more you tap into them, set your clear intentions, listen to for the next step, you are being guided. And as you take these steps, people are watching you. They're going to be learning from you. Even as you celebrate, because this is a celebratory energy, you celebrate the achievements, the ambitions that you have already achieved, right? Because this is really the phase of celebration. So we're celebrating all of the ambitions you already achieved, but this is an area of your life that's being highlighted right now. So for you to celebrate your accomplishments and your failures, and as you do that, other people are learning from you. This is what your support team is telling you. So it's also aligned for you to take more steps in this area of your life as you celebrate how far you've come already. And you celebrate your failures. And know that as you do that, other people are watching and learning. All right. Definitely remember your moon energies. Relate this to this area of your life, to career. And let me know if you have questions. Let me know how this is resonating with you. Have a wonderful lunar phase. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.